semi-spicy Italian. Sausage making is very popular right now. Like everybody's doing it. Check Facebook, all over the place. The things you need to know about sausage making are, one, you need to start with great ingredients. So that's like in the steps of making great sausage. Number one is starting with great ingredients. Garbage in, garbage out goes really well for this process. I've seen, when I do some consulting, I'll see people have a catch jar for all these meat parts. And they think you can just grind up anything and put it inside a casing and sell it. That's not really cool. So you want to start with good ingredients. To go over our ingredients for this sausage, this is 5 pounds of pork shoulder. That's this part right here. Okay? And that's the best cut of meat for sausage making. It's about 75% meat, 25% fat, the perfect ratio. Because sausage is an emulsion. If you remember back when we made the Hollandaise and Beurre Blanc, both of those were emulsion sauces. This is an emulsion because we're putting together two things that don't normally go together, right? Fat and meat. Hamburgers are an emulsion. Meatloaf is an emulsion. Milk is an emulsion. Ice cream, butter, all those things that don't normally go together, we put them together. Okay? So that's what an emulsion is. Great ingredients, understanding your process. For our spice kit, we have fennel seed, caraway, chili flake, yep, cumin, salt, and sugar, a little sugar. I'm going to take the hard spices. I prefer as much as possible to work in whole spices. So if you can get seeds, that's the best, like cumin seed, caraway seed, fennel seed, because they hold, just like the black peppercorns, they hold their aromas a lot better. So we're going to grind these up.
What was that green one called?
Fennel seed. That's a classic word. Okay, I guess I got to plug it in. Does that have to happen? There we go. Now we're going to use gas. So careful, this is going to be a little hot. Just give it a light smell. Don't get too close. Okay, so you can actually smell that now when you're. Okay. Fennel seeds, caraway seeds, and crushed red chili flake. We have the recipe over here if you want to take a picture of the recipe. All right, so now we're going to grind. All right, and you want to be my helper? Sure. All right. Why don't you grab one of those large bowls over there? We're going to set the equipment up. Can you hold that for me? Can you hold that for me? What do you notice? Cold. So why do you think we have cold equipment? Yes, we want to keep our meat cold. And the process, I'm going to sneak around front here, right where you are. We have mechanical parts moving at pretty high speed, so if you have meat going through there, you want to keep it cold throughout. If your meat gets warm or your process gets warm, you risk something called creaming, and that's when your emulsion breaks. It'll look like mayonnaise shooting out of the sides. It makes a nasty sound. So that's not good. So having cold equipment helps keep your fat solid. So this is the main housing unit. There's a huge motor in here that we're going to utilize to do the grinding. The meat plate is right here. Okay. So the meat fits in there. The Incredible Hulk plunger is right there. Meat goes in. Then we have this piece. This is called the worm or the auger. And this is what connects to the drive shaft in here. So when you turn that big motor on, it's going to turn it this way. Okay? And so all the meat's going to go down, and then the worm's going to bring it forward, pressing it up against this plate. Okay? Then we have the blade, kind of looks like an inch star. So my something's there. And that faces out like this, and also connects to the drive shaft. So this turns. and this is called the die. This stays still. So if you ever did the Play-Doh thing where you make spaghetti, it's very similar to that, right? And you'll see a little notch in here and a little lip right there that fits right in there, so this doesn't turn at all. And it fits in there like this, and it turns as the meat presses forward, and it cuts it as it moves, pushes it forward. Okay? So that's a grinding process. Do any of you hunt? Okay, this is a great thing to understand how to do, because sometimes, you know, elk, you want to have elk steak every night, and maybe make an elk sausage or a grind. Understand how a good grinder really helps. You put the locking ring on. Now we're good. And then I need you up here. You with me? And we're going to put this pork in there. So again, this is 5-pound batch. All right, where's your bowl? There you go. And you're going to hold it right here. Okay, and we're going to start putting it through here. If you can plug, there's an orange plug underneath or yellow.
Sorry, but I'm just gonna get.
It's going to shoot out at about 40 miles per hour right there. Oh, perfect.
I'm also gonna take these off. Huh? Is it okay if I take these off?
Excellent. Put the meat up top. You can see the meat fat in there, right? See how it's striated? Okay. That's a souvenir if you like to at home. Make a cocktail out of it. All right, so then we have to close this up. Close this. We're on the right speed. When it hit start, it's going to start coming out. We're going to want to get this filled with meat pretty quickly so it doesn't just get friction heat in there. So we're going to open this up. Now it's going. Start pushing some meat down in there. It does freeze a little bit in the beginning because it's so cold. But then once you get it down through, you'll see it come out of here. It should look like meat fat, meat fat, meat fat. If it's all white, that's not good. Okay, here it comes. Voila. See how it's like meat fat, meat fat, meat fat? That's a good, that's how you want it to look. Sorry. Can't control the sound effects. And how many of you are in Professor Erding's class? Okay, so that I only know one good sausage and law joke. You can tell them. And it's people or laws are like sausages. People like them, but they don't want to know how they're made. We'll get a kick out of that one. This might shoot out like 40 minutes. So you could grind up your own burger mix. If you have a special mix that you do, you could do that. You pull me like 2.5 feet of plastic wrap. This is looking good.